Hey, you guys. You know what? I don't like getting cut off in mid-sentence. You guys, if you come back, I'll finish out the last sentence that we had and what's my forecast for 2019. So as you guys come in, let's see if y'all come back and I can finish out what I was saying. Let's see if let's hit the like button as you come in, because, I do not like getting cut off in mid-sentence, man. See who comes back and see if she get her questions answered. Come on in, hit the like button, put a 1 in the comment. Come on in, throw some questions in here so we wrap it up. Come on, throw them in here. Throw 1 so your city and states. Make sure you hit the like button. It's a Brazilian samba chick on here. Crack me up. Yes, I buy silver and gold. Rock and roll Dina Safari. Skynet will not stop us. But we're gonna, as soon as y'all get in here good, I'm gonna go ahead and get started, because who knows if it'll kick me off again, y'all. It did. It was a butterfly playing. It really was. Grab your snacks. Get ready. All right. Make sure y'all hit that like button so that Skynet knows you want to be here. We don't want to be cut off. Stop tripping, Skynet. All right. And I'm gonna move the camera some, but I'm gonna go ahead and talk and tell y'all what I think. Some of y'all asked me what I think is gonna happen for 2019. Again, that's why I did the original video. Dig your well before you need it. What I see happening is, again, when people panic and run away, that's when you can run in. That's why when people are sitting here telling me, oh, don't buy a house next year, that's exactly what's they're gonna drive prices down, especially here in Austin, which they need to come down some. But it doesn't matter, because right now, all in Pflugerville, all around Rock, all these houses are 220, right? And what are people doing? Wait for them to be like 180. These are facts. This is what people are trying to do. And I know where I'm trying to go invest in a house in. If I don't purchase coming up soon, in 2 years, it will be $400,000 to go over there in that neighborhood, because off Palmer is where that apple is going. And guess what? If you live right there, guess what you're gonna do? You're either gonna live in this domain, right here where I'm at right now, where they built up all these apartments that are sitting empty. I can turn this camera this way, and these are offices, but literally every apartment building like this in this space is mostly empty. They built it years before it came. They knew it was coming. That's why when people say, oh, I didn't know Apple was choosing, people already knew Apple was choosing, because on the same street of Palmer, they have 2 high schools on 2 ends. And you have $7 million get poured into both high schools. Where the hell that money come from? They already knew this was coming, y'all. They already knew this was coming. So again, you need to prep for what is in your area. The reason I bought on Invest with Terry, because this is what's going to happen. You have all these people going, the stock market. And Terry is going to be cleaning house. You see Terry all week long posting making 6,000, 7,000, 8,000. One day she only made 400. A lot of stuff has been happening. Okay. And what happens is people really they're going to get in their feelings and go take their ball and go home. That's why I keep recommending Grant Cardone's book, If You're Not First, You're Last, 10X, because hear me tell you, what people do is they try to conserve. You cannot conserve what you don't have. The reason I brought up the whole credit repair thing is the reason people who have money say, oh, I can't even get my credit repaired. That's a lie. You don't want to make the sacrifices to do what you have to do. That's the truth. And that means you're going to have to make new accounts and keep paying them on time for 3 to 6 months. That's what that means. Now, how do you develop a business that is a scalable business? AE, Motor, Nori, credit repair. Oh man, solid steps to wealth. Thank you for the $50 super chat. Third party logistics company that you can work on, not in. Okay, so first things first, you need to know, if you've taken Andre Hatchett's class, you see what he's talking about. Any of these, Andre Hatchett class, the Hooded Stakes trucking class, once you understand how the business is run and you yourself can personally sit down at a chair if you had to and type out all these things. That's why when it comes to this credit repair business, I can sit down, type out all this stuff, go do a lot of online things for clients, fax stuff in a couple of days. I can do it really fast, but I can teach somebody how to do it at least 80% of the way. And the problem with a lot of people is when they start a business, they want it to be perfect. Everything has to be to their standard. And guess what that gets you? A bunch of nothing. So I'm going to show you. Let me see if you have any more questions in here. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Make sure y'all throwing a 1 up in the comments. We're just trying to throw the algorithm off so it doesn't kick us out again. Okay, so I'm going to pull this camera up. Exactly. What happens is so basically cash buyers are going to do the most buying, because when the interest rates go up, you're going to be back at the part where you could afford anyway. So up here, let me see if y'all can see this. All right. So what I was writing on the board before I got cut off earlier was 250,000. If somebody says, hey, Erica, I need to make 100,000. Some of you are like, that's not enough. I want to make 200,000. Why am I saying 200,000? Because 200,000 is enough for you and also an employee, to have a good employee. Now look, I'm gonna keep it 100. Once you know the business, whatever the business is, we can put anything here: painting company, construction, mobile notary, any of these. I'm gonna tell you, these are your 2 lifelines. That better? Google ads and marketing. Google ads and marketing. I'm going to keep saying this over and over until it beats you in your head. I know you guys hate me for this, but I have to. There are 2 tiers. There are people spending $100 to $300 a month, which comes out to about $1,200 a year, and people spending $1,000 to $3,000 a month. Why are they doing that? Right? That's $12,000 to $36,000 a year in ads. Okay, why are they doing that? I'm going to write some more numbers on the board. Give me a second. If you guys can answer the question, why are people doing that? Okay? All right, I'm right over on this side, further over. Give me some answers. Erica is the most transparent, honest, results-driven YouTuber. Because you know why? Because at the end of the day, like, this is what I know, and I'm going to say this and it's ugly. Whenever I know, Michael Ward, you're incorrect. Whenever I do these, I know only like 1%ers will do this. Right? Because here's what I'm saying. Okay, so here's the numbers. Over here, I'm going to fix it in a second. I put $3,000 a month is going to get you probably anywhere from $12,000 in sales to $20,000 in monthly sales. Why is this? I've tested it. I know what I'm talking about. This is what drives me crazy with people. All right, so I spent $4,000 to $6,000 in HomeAdvisor, Paint Pros, and other people, right? and it returned me 20K to 40K in sales. But it wasn't easy, right? I had to do a lot of follow-up. I had to do a lot of calls. I had to check in with people. I had to have a system underneath where it wasn't just me. So many of you are saying you want $1 million businesses, but you don't understand what $1 million business will detail. You're not even willing to spend $100 on any type of advertising. So let me keep it 100. There's a thing called ad hoc. Look it up on your own time. It's called ad hoc. Ad hoc will do all the work for you. They'll do it for your Facebook. They'll do it for your Instagram, which owns Instagram now. They'll do it for your YouTube. But here's their rule. You have to spend a minimum of $1,500 a month with each platform. I think it's $1,600 now, but let's just say for sake of argument. So let's say you purchase Bid Summit. You're doing every single thing that Bid Summit tells you to do, the tags, the thumbnails, the everything. You're changing out everything. You're cleaning up everything. You're responding to people. You're doing all the little neat techniques. Same thing with Facebook. You're going on Facebook. You're sharing popular things in between sharing your things. You guys have noticed that on my Facebook page. I'm sharing a lot more stupid shit because people like stupid shit, okay? On all pages, right? So then ad hoc says you have to spend this much minimum, right? Let's just put 1,600 for sake of argument, and I'll bring the camera back up, so chill. So that's $4,800 every month for a company outside yourself to do it, right? Now you're gonna say, Erica, I'm spending ads, but I don't have staff. First, it's you, right? You get the orders, okay? Then you need people you can fulfill them to. 2 employees. You're lucky in this current economy. I'm gonna move the camera closer. People are willing to work part-time. You can go on Indeed.com. You can go on many different places and find workers. You can go to community college. Again, why am I telling y'all to go to these events? Why am I telling you to volunteer your time? Why am I telling you to do this? Because all you're gonna do is keep bumping into people who are very business-minded. And they may have a son or daughter who needs part-time work, but not serious work, not full-time work. You'll have access to those people. Hold on, here you go. Oops. All right, can y'all see that? This is ad hoc. They say you have to spend $1,600 minimum. So let's say you want 3 platforms: Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. That's $4,800. All right. So then you have orders come in for your company. 2 employees fulfill them. Let's say it's mobile notary. Let's say it's mobile notary. That's the easiest ones. But also, let's be credit repair. Right? They handle a lot of the time, the structure, the talking. So again, you're going to get a lot of those workers from Indeed.com, putting it out wherever you're spending a lot of your time. System and aggressive marketing with a budget before staffing. Michael Ward, again, I've done this for 6 years now. And I can tell you every single time I've aggressively marketed, I've spent with a budget and did it without staff, I've been behind. There's a reason 400 credit repair clients this past 2 months have all been getting late emails because we only have a little bit of staff. What you're trying to do is a bottleneck method, Michael Ward. And I'm not going to argue with you because I already know this. I've had 7 employees and then I've had 7 subcontractors. When you do that, you're going to fuck yourself. You're going to fuck yourself. And I don't want to keep cursing, but that's what you're doing. You're trying to bring in all this business and then hire people at the last minute. People do not want to come work at a chaotic location. They don't want to come work at a dead location, but they do not want to work at a chaotic location. Exactly. There you go. Cherie, the business planner. I saw an ad today from Black Wall Street that asked for part-time credit repair people. I'm telling you, people are already being affected by the ultra FICO and everybody's pipelines is being backed up. We use two different types of things, King Solomon. King Solomon, if you want to learn more, you can go get the credit repair business. I already put it in the course and everything. The system I use. So again, so how does all this tie into credit? How does all this tie into business lines of credit? How does this tie into rentals? Because what a lot of you are trying to do is you're trying to get the business credit with no actual business, with nothing being built, and you can only get so far in your funding. I've seen people cap out at 50K and 80K in funding because they don't have any assets. So some of the first things I tell people when they have credit repair with me is you have to be putting those assets to work. So someone comes in, they get $50,000 in lines of credit from 3 different banks, and then they try to go ask for an increase, and the banks are like, working capital? You need more working capital? You're still sitting on the other working capital. So, I mean, it's just, I'm trying to explain to you how this works, and people want to fight me on it. It's like, bitch, I've been doing this for a minute now. Come on now. This is like, there's consulting companies who are like, Erica, you don't have to do another video. We just market your videos you already have. Because I'm giving out all the freaking game. So, again, you have to know the bit. How do you hire the right people? You're gonna have to work through interviewing people. That's how. And I was lucky. The girl who I work with, you know why she works with me and does credit repair with me? Because she had her own little side credit repair business, and she was barely doing like $3 grand a month. And then she was gonna hang up her cleats and go get a job. And I said, hey man, you can work for me, and this is how much I'm gonna pay you. We're gonna do a 70-30 split, or sometimes 80-20. It depends on. But I have more than one website essentially. But I was like, this is how we're gonna do this. And now she's motivated. She comes in, she gets the stuff done and knocks it out. Because what am I doing on this end? I'm marketing on this end. I have other websites that I send traffic from Google AdWords. If some of y'all ever Google some of the other websites I have, you'll see it pop up underneath ad at the bottom. So again, a lot of this is, if you're going to meet people along the way who are already doing this. You're going to meet painters. If you start a painting company, you're going to go, hey, I'm really looking for subcontractors. I'm willing to do a fair splits with you guys. Once you know your numbers, they can't cheat you. Because a lot of times this is what's going to happen in 2019. A lot of these people that have small businesses that don't want to spend any money on ads, they don't want to spend any money on marketing, you're going to eat their freaking lunch. I already know it. Someone's trying to sell me. There are 2 different guys right now trying to sell me their credit repair businesses because they don't want to spend any more money on them. They make about 10K a piece, each of them a month, but they don't want to spend any more money on ads. They don't want to hire any staff. And all that's going to do is I'm going to get their companies, and I'm going to help the girl that works for me and find another one. That's it. Yeah, start. Long story short is, I've been through a recession, okay? Family businesses, my own businesses that closed. I know when Grant Cardone wrote that book and I read it, I said, damn, every single word is true, because I know what I did. I know what I did. I stopped marketing. I stopped trying to grow it. I just was like, let's just hold on. Let's just hold on for dear life. And I see it everywhere. I see people right now firing people. There are companies in Austin. Apple's coming here. Don't let go some of your staff. Wait. There are gonna be other great staff that move here that are willing to, like, if they don't get on an Apple, but they don't move here now, they're gonna work with your company. I know it's gonna happen in 2019. There are gonna be crazy amounts of people making mad stock money in January. I already know. Because everybody else is running for the hills and we're running in. So anyway, what else y'all got? I'm ready to wrap it up. I know it's dark in here. Somebody said it was dark. That's why I'm ready to wrap it up, because this is really, we're working off the window light over here. Anything else, let me know, you guys. Oh, can y'all hear me now? Can y'all hear me now? Sorry, I had this thing going and I was looking at something. I'm so sorry. Okay. People should also consider buying businesses. Facts. There's so many people who are going to sell their business next year because this is what happens. Sometimes as a business owner, you get used to good times and you don't get used to bad times. So when bad times come and it's time for you to fire people, it's time for you to let go of some people off your company, it's time for you to let go of your lazy son who comes into work half-assing it. Trust me, I've seen this at a pizza joint where they owned it and their son was the manager, but he was doing a shitty job. They sold that company. And the first thing out their son's mouth, like, I don't know why they didn't sell to me. Because you lazy, bro. That's why they didn't sell to you, right? So, but people are willing to literally sell their businesses from under their butt because they're not used to bad times. And bad times mean they have to be the bad guy. It means they have to fire people and they have to let people go. But you coming in as a brand new person, you don't know those people from Adam. You don't. And then you're like, okay, these are the numbers. Y'all don't hit them. Y'all got to go. And you're going to lose people, but then you can hire new people. So land and gold, yeah. If you have bad credit, how would you start the credit repair business? By working on your credit first. Hold on, I'm about to choke on. Hold on. The best testimony you can make is yourself. If you guys go look at Rock Life with, he's here on YouTube. His wife was checking him like, bro, you promised us you'd fix our credit. You out here doing credit repair, not fixing other people's credit. You out here fixing other people's credit, not ours. And so when he did sit down and focus, then he's getting $100,000 in credit card. But it didn't happen overnight. And see, that's the conundrum. What happens is people, if you're repairing your credit now, right? You're repairing your credit. As you're repairing your credit, but you're offering credit repair business, you're bringing in more income. So what is income going to help you do? If you saw the first video I did, I talked about how the guy opened 3 new positive accounts and started building himself up. So again, money helps change some things real quick. It helps put gasoline. Here's the thing. All that credit cards and money does is put gasoline on a good system or a bad system. That's why you'll see people all of a sudden they in a house, new cars, new furniture, new everything, and they're in the debt in their eyeballs because gas just put money on whatever was up in their head already. Do you see what I'm saying? It just put gasoline on the regular fire that was their life. So that's why when people out here telling me they want to get all these credit cards, first thing I'm telling them is, what's your game plan? What do you plan to do with it? And don't sit here and be like, well, Erica, mind your business. Just give me the credit cards. I'm hurting you more than I'm helping you. Lewis Word, all you need to do is definitely book a consult. I'll figure out somewhat of a discount for people who've already purchased my courses, but again, in the email right here, in the messaging, do not email me if you're not Lewis Ward. If you're not Lewis Ward, I'm gonna send an ugly email to you. Lewis Ward, email me there at that link right there, and I'll send some. If you already got the credit repair business, I'll set up a discount, some kind of discount. We'll figure it out. Maybe like $50 off or something. When establishing a business, you have to hire an accountant and attorney. How can you find a great accountant and attorney? What do you mean? For what business? What business did you have to have an attorney or accountant? Accountants you can get right now, just helping you clean up your books and your numbers. What kind of budget on marketing and staff? Okay, Michael Ward, it depends on your business. Again, we have to break it back down to what type of business do you have. As you tell me what type of business you have, tell you again, if you're telling me you want to make 10K a month from scratch, no one knows you. No one knows your business. No one knows your name. You need to tell me, how are you going to get leads in? How are you getting leads? Now, I'm not the biggest fan of Facebook. I'm just not. I'm a bigger fan of Instagram because people are very eyeball driven and emotional. People sometimes get on Facebook and just ignore things, right? So even though I got up here $100, if you tell me, hey, Erica, I'm going to spend $5 a day, which is $150 a month, on Google AdWords. And you can go pick up the 4-Hour Work Week, and you can pick up several books about Google AdWords. You can go on Udemy. The goal here with Google AdWords is, what are people Googling in your city or state, right? When they look for you, right? They're looking for you. What are they Googling? So calling it a laundry service business, a laundromat or a laundry service business? Are you a dry cleaning company or a laundromat? Two different things. Anyway, Google AdWords, it should be, again, if you guys have taken Andre Hatchett class, you know what I'm talking about. You got to get city focused and service focused when you put those Google ads out. Now here's the problem. A lot of you, what will happen is you'll spend $400, make $600 and go, well, shit, that wasn't worth it, that first go round. Well, here's what you got to learn. If you keep having $400 invested, right, there's going to be a month or a week, mostly a month, this is usually a month, where you make $4,000. Where you start calling more connections, where you start going to more events, where you start, then that's where that guerrilla marketing, that additional marketing comes from. Where you start getting in with a company that you become their main sign person. Stuff like that. But see, what happens is a lot of people get this 400 and then they only made 600. They're like, well, this ain't worth it, Erica. You've only did it one time and it ain't worth it. You're not even gonna stick with it for 6 months. This is why people don't have any results in their life. They're not willing to stick with anything. And then can't understand why there's no money there. If I told you how I wanted to quit YouTube when I first got on here, and I was like, man, this ain't working, this don't make no sense, but I was enjoying it, just enjoying doing it, I would have never got to almost $1 million a year. I mean, this is one of these things people keep trying to tell me. Yeah, you have to start with the end in mind. Exactly. Most people are trying to start a business with no money, no credit, no vision, no structure. Yeah. And it's getting real dark out here. I'm at the roll. But essentially, Google AdWords and let's say YouTube. There's a guy right now on YouTube, Dominic Brown. He's a credit repair person. His YouTube channel has like basically no views, but he has one video that he keeps running. I think that video is almost at 1 million. And I bet you money from that ad, that credit repair ad that he has out, I bet you, even if you just say 1,000 people signed up times 500. I don't know his prices. I'm just gonna guess. 500. How much did he just make? He just made $500,000. Let's even say he made less people. Yeah, he has lots of people now. Let's just say he has 100 sales. Oops. He's made $50,000. Is $50,000 not worth it? There's several YouTubers, I can point you out their channels, and guess what they did? They have 3 main videos that they sell stuff off of. They ran those 3 videos up to 1 million views, and they made all the money off everything else because when they come up in search engine, their name is popping up. There's so much background stuff I can give y'all, but I gotta go. Anyway, you got me looking at properties now. How much is Allendale and Rosedale? Those are some of the most expensive areas in Austin. Those are some of the most expensive areas. Good luck. Get your life in order. There's no quick fix. Yeah. Anyway, all right, look, you guys, I gotta run. So I think this was informative. I think this was helpful. Again, how are you gonna get your leads in for your business? When people try to sit here and sell me that they don't need to do Google and they don't need to do stuff, and you have people who've been doing this for years, which, you know, you could always have a new renegade person come in and change up the system. But again, I keep trying to tell y'all, like, the bulk of what you're trying to do, people have done it. You guys are trying to reinvent the wheel on something where people have already done this for years. So again, Joseph Williams, what I just said, you got 2 choices. Many people are going to say, no, I want to do everything for free. Then you're going to be calling business, knocking on doors of businesses, trying to get business that way. Your second one is to get leads. Home Advisor, all those companies. Cleaning services that give you leads, all those things. So, all right, everybody, this is Erica from the Classy Climb blog. It is super late. I'm going to roll out of here. You guys have a great night. Merry Christmas to you all. Had fun. Good time.